We just had to pause on the box, but we will be bringing you that report pretty soon after the live interview. Joining us this afternoon is the chairman of the Cross River State Muslims Pilgrims Board. We have Alhaji Rabilu Abdullahi Maje. Good afternoon, Alhaji.
Welcome, my pleasure meeting you in this stadium.
Okay, now let us start by saying, sadly enough, we just got a press release early hours of today and a suspension of Hajj, this year's Hajj. Now, I would love you to put Cross Riverians, especially your Muslim faithful, in the right perspective, everything about the suspension.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
The decision comes from Saudi Arabia due to the outbreak of coronavirus. Saudi Arabia cases mortality is very high. It's getting 2,000 mortalities, and the figure is getting to 100,000 recovered cases and 150,200 the cases, the total cases. So the case is in coronavirus is very high in Saudi Arabia. That's why Saudi Arabia lifted and banned all the country, suspend all the country to attend this year Hajj. Only limited number allowed it in their country of resident. So only the people, whichever nationality you are, when you are in Saudi Arabia, you can perform this year Hajj. But even the Yemen just cross the river, the just nearest neighbor for Saudi Arabia, they banned them and they canceled the Hajj due to the virus, due to the serious pandemic in the whole world.
Okay, every sector is really being affected by the coronavirus. But let me quickly put this out there. Between February 27 this year till yesterday, the Muslim community, they celebrated at least one major feast, which is the Eid al-Fitr. That was celebrated sometime in May this year. Now, that celebration still took place amid the COVID-19. What has changed now during the Hajj? What has changed? Because we are still experiencing the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, of course. The Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Fitr is the major two Eid al-Fitrs we have for every year. And the prayer there is just not more than 10 minutes. But if you say Hajj is congregation in Arafat, millions of people attending. So that's the difference between Eid al-Fitr and the Hajj, the Arafat day. Especially, let me give you example. Saudi banned all the countries due to the security and health of the pilgrimage. They tell us, before we travel, we have to quarantine for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, when we go and we issue the certificate of health from Ministry of Health in Nigeria, when we land there, also we finish our ritual rite, Hajj. When we come back, we quarantine also for another 2 weeks, making 1 month in quarantine. So they asked us who to pay. In our meeting, I told them, see, Cross River, my governor, digital, Professor Ben Ayade will take this responsibility for the isolation, and we paid all our pilgrimage before we go and after we come back. All the 36 states plus Abuja, 37, none of them have the provision for the quarantine. That's the first. Secondly, in Mecca and Medina, where you do the perform your ritual rite for Hajj, they said before we are putting 2 people per room, 3, sometimes even maximum 4. They said 1 per room, no compromise. So if you really book a room 20, maybe for your limited pilgrim, or 50 rooms, now you're going to double or tripling their room. So they ask, who acquired the expenditure? Nigerian government, National Health Commission, they asked us in our meeting. We have last week visual Zoom-in audio meetings together, and everybody has responded, no, they can't do that. We don't have the facility, and we don't have the capacity to do that, because we have not booked to that expenditure. We don't know this will come for us to provide a budget for our pilgrimage. So that make it impossible again. And so the government imposes in the Arafat, it's 5 million, 6 million people per day from morning till sunset. They said social distancing. So you need, if it's a tent, it's a bigger tent like you need 10 of it to do a social distancing, and you must pay because it's not free. And likewise in Mina, it's the same as performing a ritual rite for Hajj. You have to spend 3 days in Mina. Is the room not bigger than this? More than 100 people. They say no. Only 10 in that 100 places. So we need to acquire bigger, larger place to accommodate our pilgrimage.
So basically, it's a matter of logistics now. Okay, let me move on to the next one. We understand that the Hajj is one of the 5 pillars in Islam. Now, this suspension, is there any implication whatsoever, spiritual implication on Muslim faithful?
No, they have to, because if somebody paid amount of money willing to attend Hajj, Hajj is among the 5 pillars in Islam, maybe he will feel bad. Some, if you can talk to them, they will tell you, please, Al-Hajj allowed me to go, let me die there. He think he fulfilled his right. So we are doing sensitization workshop, enlightenment, we are educating people because of this pandemic. Islamic restricted you to enter any city where is the diseases, the pandemic, and not allowed anybody to come in your city as well. So in Islamic right, it's right to suspend Hajj, it's right for Saudi Arabia to cancel Hajj for any nationalities.
Okay, so invariably it does not really affect them spiritually
at all.
At all. Okay, fine. From the press release we saw, you signed that those that had paid earlier, let me try to quote you rightly, would have their monies refunded. Now, and Hajj is not a one-off event; it's a yearly event. So why would you have to refund their funds? Can they do a push forward for next year?
Yeah, we give them a choice.
Okay.
If you want allowed your money to be with us, come, we give you certificate and receipt of your funds. If you need refund, come, we give you back your money. Maybe you want to utilize it, maybe you are a commercial, you want to do your own businesses, so next year you can come and pay. So depending on the individuals, whatever you want, we're going to do it, and we refund your money.
Okay, fine. And I quite understand that a lot of people, a lot of your Muslim brothers had prepared for this year's Hajj, and cutting this short, it's going to be very traumatizing. What would be your word of advice to Muslim brothers? Because as it is, there's nothing we can do. We are being faced with this pandemic. It's everywhere. What would be your word of advice and encouragement to them?
My brother, since on Monday, I had a sleepless night. Saudi Arabia decided to cancel Hajj due to the pandemic, which they are right. But we have to continue enlightening our people, begging them, telling them to at least The more in Islam, if you intend to do good, the reward was given to you, like you have done it. So whoever paid his money to attend this year Hajj, he has completed the reward of his Hajj. So I'm going around mosques, places of worshippers, and all the Muslim communities to educate them, enlighten them, and to beg them to calm down. Well, inshallah, next year they will travel to Hajj. We are praying next year there's no virus, there's no coronavirus again, so we fly together and enjoy the ritual ride. And I will use this opportunity also to thank our digital governor of Cross River State, Professor Ben Ayadi. He's doing wonderfully well, because 90% of the pilgrimage are paying through government. And this year, he even tell me about 3 times, Alhaji Chairman, remind me when the time comes. There's people who want to sponsor. We have friends, we have relatives. They want to travel to Saudi Arabia. I'm ready to sponsor them. I'm ready to do that. That's why when I tell him we need isolation center, he say we'll provide for you. We need feeding there, he say we do it for you. I told you none of the governor, even in the northern state, has this kind of provision. So we have to salute the Governor Ben Ayade. We have to thank him, and God will bless him.
Well, thank you very much, Alhaji Rabilu Abdullahi Maimaje, Chairman, Cross River State Muslims Pilgrims Board. We had to have the very important talk to get the Muslims to understand that this COVID-19 pandemic would also come. It has come and it will sure go. It's your COVID-19 special update on CRBC TV. Let's quickly take you now to the streets of Calabar, where Umar Ayo has been standing by to get the reactions of people as regards the suspension of domestic flight commencement. Stay with us.